All right, stop what you're doing right now. Pause the video, scroll down, get that dislike in, and comment, wow, I can't believe you said that. You suck. I'm just saving you some time right now. And then by the end of the video, you can just click off and I'll have saved you by pre-writing your comment for you. There you go. You're welcome. If this does not have my highest like to dislike ratio yet, I'll be disappointed. The current winner is Heavener. Okay. All right, please be good. I don't want to hate this. But I'm known as the guy who hates Heavener. And that's kind of my reputation when it comes to this band. And I really like Silent Planet. However, since Iridescent, they've kind of fallen off a little bit for me. It's just not quite as good as their other albums before then. It's still good. I still like it. I mean, I did a cover of Super Bloom because I really like that song. Probably the best song off of Super Bloom. And then I also really want to do a cover of the song Heavener, because Heavener is probably one of my favorite songs of all time, honestly. But it's just the rest of Heavener, the album, that I really don't like. Reverie's good. Reverie's a good song too. But it's the rest of that. It's all the heavy songs that I think just don't hit at all. And Return to One, I listened to it. I've heard it before. I heard it and I did a video on it. You can go watch that. I think Return to One is boring even by Animate standards, at least on a first listen, and I have not gone back to it because why would I? But I'm hoping that the other two tracks are okay. Return to One is the shortest one on the album, or on this little 3-song EP. So let's see. My main issue with Return to One was that I didn't feel any Silent Planet DNA in it. It felt entirely like they weren't involved in the writing process and it was all Animate. So I'm hoping that there's some more Silent Planet-ness in it. It's either that or Silent Planet is starting to turn into Animate and is just letting me down. So we'll see. We'll see where this goes. All right, now that I've gotten all the negativity and the hatred out of the way, and you've sufficiently disliked and commented, and I've gotten you to click off the video, hopefully, then look at me actually actively pushing people away from watching my videos. Please. All right, I'll have you know that I am playing into the rage bait a little bit. I don't actually despise Heavener, the album. I just think that it's kind of boring, and I just have no desire to listen to it anymore. I've tried a couple other times. I've listened to the instrumental version, which I kind of liked a little bit more than the one with the vocals, but I just cannot for the life of me get into it. It's just boring. Like none of it feels emotionally impactful in any way, and I don't know exactly why or what it is about it, but I listen to it and I'm just like, yeah, this is music. It's like a solid like 5. It's like right in the middle. I don't love it. I don't hate it either. It's right in the middle. I feel nothing. It is like apathy. I listen to it and I'm just like, this is music. So it's about exactly as in the middle as you can get. Okay, let's get into this. Let's check this out. So I know Return to One is mid. Let's see how the other two are. But I'll listen to it again, because I've only listened to it the one time a few months ago when it dropped. Let's check this out. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it's going to wow me a second time. Let's see. I got popcorn in my teeth, man. This sucks. I shouldn't have had popcorn right before this. Unbelievable. I think I got it. I think we're good. I think I've said it before, but I hate the way Animate does atmosphere.
Aren't you wait to fade with me?
It's just boring. Like, I love hating. I need to hate more. I've been hearing too much good music. I need something mid. So this is a welcome change. Which is a wild thing to say, I know. The only good part about this is this little section here. Oh, and Garrett's voice in general. I don't know. His scream is just so unique. I love it. Now this is an actual good part of the song. Marcus's cleans are so good, it's incredible. He does not do them enough. Like his softer cleans, not scream singing cleans. Like these kinds of cleans, and the Heavener and the Reverie cleans. They Invent Animate would be so peak if they did an entire album of just ballad tracks. It's like, this is a breakdown. Yeah. It's not offensive. It's a breakdown. You can bang your head to this. And they do a little bit of the perpetual motion viaggiato thing. I like that rhythmic switch up too at the end. Okay, and a hard cut right into the next song. Yeah. It's not bad. It's not offensive. I don't listen to it and I want to rip my eardrums out. I just listen to it and I'm like, this is music. Like this is what I feel is like the true definition of mid. I think people overuse mid too much to mean bad. Mid does not mean bad. Mid means right in the middle. And this is right in the middle. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just in the middle. It's got some good parts. It's got some kind of bad parts. And it all kind of blends together to be right in the middle. And I think they do a very good job of being mid. So if you want mid, there you go. There you go. It's not bad. I want to talk a little bit about, and maybe I should just let the rest of the EP play before I mention this, but I fear I'm going to forget because I do that all the time. So I'm going to talk just briefly. I want to talk about heaviness. And I want to talk about the impact of heaviness and when I talk about things hitting. Because I feel like a lot of times nowadays, things hitting and people being like, oh, this is such a big moment or something like that. Like I think people are referring to things that are heavy and not necessarily things that are emotionally hitting or emotionally heavy or emotionally impactful. And music is subjective. Everyone has their own opinions about things. I don't care. I'm a music teacher. I teach music. 90% of my students are all just like Taylor Swift fangirls who are like 12. So I'm not around the most musically educated people all day long with all my little middle school students. But I think when people are referring to like emotional impact, or people are talking about things that hit or like things being heavy, they're talking about musically heavy stuff like loud or explosive. I want things that are more emotionally heavy, and I want things that will draw me in, whether that be with melodies or riffs or certain lyrical things or like little vocal things here and there. I want more of that kind of stuff to hit emotionally. And again, it's subjective for people. Some people might find this a very emotional EP. Some people might really get into this. And I know some people do. I know there's other people and there's other reactors out there that absolutely adore Invent Animate and they're like one of their favorite bands. I don't see that at all personally. But everyone's opinions are different, and I don't want to, as much as I meme on like hating them and saying that like, you know, I'm being that guy who just despises Invent Animate. I don't. I just don't listen to them. And I think there is a culture today of, if you don't like something, you have to hate it, and you have to constantly talk about how much you hate it. And I'm of the mindset that if I don't like something, I'm just not gonna consume it. If I don't like an album, if I don't like a game, if I don't like a movie, I'm just not gonna watch it. Just not gonna play it. Just not gonna listen to it. Like, people get up in arms over outrage and things for clicks, and I think it's funny. I think it's entertaining. And I'm playing into it right now. But I really did want to check this out, and I really did want to give it a listen and give it a try and just kind of see what they've got in store. Because maybe I'll be surprised. Who knows? But Ally thinks it hit emotionally, and a really, really good example of that. If you have listened to The Fox and the Bird by OK Goodnight, that album, in terms of like actual heavy, hard-hitting moments, the heaviest feeling moments, there is one towards the end of the album, which I'm not going to spoil it because it's a very plot, story heavy, character heavy, like you got to pay attention to the lyrics. I think it's possibly my second favorite album of all time, but it's got a moment towards the end that's like a big heavy part, you can call it. But the other two big emotional parts are like really soft ballad tracks, and they have such an emotional weight to them, and that's more of what I'm looking for in music. And I've been kind of just yapping on for a while now, but that's kind of what I'm talking about, and I don't get that from Invent Animate's music. I think a lot of the individual musical elements aren't bad. There's some fun stuff. I don't like the riffs. I don't like the atmosphere. Marcus's voice is really good. I love his clean voice. I think that's amazing. The drumming is really good as well. The drumming and Marcus's cleans are the best part about Invent Animate. The rest, yeah. Silent Planet is kind of going down that same route, where a little bit of the instrumental stuff is starting to get boring since Iridescent, like I said, and the lyricism is starting to what's the word? Like, starting to not be as good because of that. Like, the lyricism of the first couple albums are incredible, but then it's just kind of starting to fall by the wayside and get a little bit more generic recently. And even though I liked Super Bloom, I didn't like it as much after a few more listens as other Silent Planet stuff. All right, let's continue. Let's hear the rest. Let's see what we got with these last two tracks here. I say last two, and we're on the second track. 3 songs, let's go. This reminds me of Resident Evil 7. Let's go. More Marcus cleans. This is what I wanted. Now do this the whole song and I'll love it. Oh! Still got popcorn on my teeth, bro. I actually really like this. I'm telling you, dude, Invent Animate needs to do a whole album of just this kind of stuff. This is good. Dude, I like this. This is a good song. Cool. Cool. I have a feeling that's going to be the best song out of the three. For me, I kind of liked that. I have one issue with it, and it's the melody was a little bit bland. It was a little, it hung around like the fifth note of the key a little bit too much. But it did have some variation in there. I just think overall wasn't as memorable as it could have been as something like Heavener that has a super memorable melody and is just very, very good all around. But it was definitely better than Return to One. And who knows? It could be probably the best song on this little EP. So we'll see. But I'll put that as like, as far as Invent Animate songs go, I'll put that as number 3 in the few parts of their discography that I've heard so far. Because I've heard the Sun Sleeps and Heavener and the Heavener Deluxe Edition songs and this. So that's number 3. So Heavener for number 1, Reverie number 2, and All the Light Is Gone number 3 as my top 3 Invent Animate songs. Cool. Let's go. Last track. What do we got? Wait, peak? Piano? Let's go. Some little nature sounds. Never mind. Some nice blast beats, cool. I don't like the tambourine, dude. That feels really cheesy. in a song like this. I'm usually a big fan of tambourine, but it feels weird in this song. No, no. That's cool, that's cool. I wanted more of the piano breaks. Play around with that. Okay, and that's the EP. All right, track ranking real quick. All the Light Is Gone, number 1, obviously. Armageddon Eyes, number 2. Return to 1, number 3. I'd give All the Light Is Gone like a 7.5 in terms of song quality, 7.5 out of 10. Armageddon Eyes, I would give like a 6, and Return to 1's like a 5 out of 10. That's about how I'd rank it. Altogether, not horrible. Not horrible. If I'm using my ranking system, it's kind of in between. It's kind of in between not bad and not for me. But for rage bait purposes, I'm gonna give it not for me. I will probably not listen to this again. I may put All the Light Is Gone on at some point, just to see if it still is like good in the future, just to get a few more listens on that and solidify it. On a first listen, I did like it. I did think it's good. I probably don't want to go back to Return to 1 or Armageddon Eyes, just because there's like, why would I do that when there's better music out there I could listen to? Am I sufficiently rage baiting enough? Okay, now I have to I have to toe the line carefully between rage baiting too much and just genuinely sharing my feelings, because I'm genuinely sharing my feelings, but I am amplifying them slightly to be like, haha, I hate them. But I genuinely probably will never listen to Return to 1 or Armageddon Eyes again. I will listen to All the Light Is Gone, just to kind of check it out, give it a little bit more time to formulate my thoughts. As of right now, it's my third favorite Invent Animate song, but that's not a high bar. Because the first two, like, Heavener is a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10 song. I legitimately I can't think of any qualms I have with it. Reverie is great. Reverie's like a 9 at least. Reverie sits in the space where like it's an interlude track, but just hits so hard in terms of the emotional impact of the melodies and everything. That is the most hard, heavy-hitting emotional song on Heavener, is Reverie. It is so beautiful. And this is the most hard-hitting song emotionally on this EP, All the Light Is Gone. So I'm probably going to go back and listen to that a few times. I want to like dive in and see what part is Marcus and what's Garrett, because I'm not sure. Their voices are kind of similar. They're singing voices, obviously. Their screaming voices I can tell apart, but I want to check their singing voices again. I want to see if they've got like a breakdown of who sings what or whatever. Because I wasn't sure, unless it was just one of them, unless it was like it's all just Marcus on All the Light Is Gone or something, and I just completely missed it. But that would make sense. So this is something stupid like that. All right. Yeah. So I think the reason I don't like Return to One and Armageddonize is because they do kind of the same weird, like, ambient things where they're trying too hard to be emotionally impactful and they just fall flat, and I feel nothing as I listen to it. And that's kind of the same vibe that I got for all the heavy tracks off of Heavener, and this is the same thing with these two. It just feels like it's more invent animate. But if someone put this on, I'm not going to complain about it. Like, it's music. It's not bad music. It's not bad. That's why it's kind of sitting in between not bad and not for me. But it's listenable. I can listen to it and not want to rip my eardrums out. And that's a compliment, because there's been a lot of music, not a lot, but there's been some music on this channel that I've listened to and I've disliked, and I genuinely actively never want to hear it again. If you know, there have been 2 albums specifically that I've given absolute dog water that I never want to hear again and probably will never go back to voluntarily ever again. Both of them are kind of praised by people in their respective fan bases, but we're not going to talk about those. If you know, you know. You know. But Heavener sits right in the middle with me, and this kind of does too. And they're both kind of, I'm ranking them a little bit lower than like exactly in the middle. I like that I don't have an exact middle on my ranking. I like that it's 3 and 3, as you can see, like 3 on top, 3 on bottom, because I like to be decisive with my rankings. I like to be decisively like, yes, this is in the positive category. Yes, this is in the negative category. I'm putting this in the negative category because I'm not going to go back and listen to it. Besides maybe All the Light Is Gone. That's the reason why. So, yeah. Those are my thoughts. Okay. Let me know what you thought. Or do you agree with my take that All the Light Is Gone is the best track on this EP? A lot of people won't. A lot of people will probably say Armageddonize is the best, because I know how you Invent Animate fans are, and you guys are going to eat up Armageddonize and Return to One and say All the Light Is Gone is still good, but not the best. And I'm the exact opposite. And it's really funny. At the end of the day, it's fun to see people with different musical opinions. And I always kind of scratch my head and wonder at the people in my comment sections who are like, wow, bad take, never watching your videos again. Like, okay, dude, do you like living in an echo chamber and never hearing other people's opinions? Like, I watch videos and hear opinions from people I disagree with all the time, because I think it's good to get exposure to different people. And you can always find common ground with somebody, no matter what their opinions are. You can always find common ground. You can always find something to bond over and befriend people over. So if this is like your first video of mine that you're watching and you somehow made it to the end of this almost half-hour milked video to a 12-minute EP, and you somehow made it this far, please go check out some of my other albums that I've reacted to that you may like on this channel. And as long as it's not Era, I will probably love it. So just don't watch my Era videos if you're an Era fan, please. I mean everything I say in those videos. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all in my next video, whenever that is. I'm planning something for April Fool's Day. Don't know if it's going to come through, but we'll see. I'm planning. Maybe it'll be late. We'll see. Okay. All right. Bye. Bye. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Make sure to dislike the video and comment how much I suck. Goodbye. Peace out.